Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our study class, Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are reading from first chapter, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And today's the last three verses, 44, 45, and 46. Right. Verse 44. Aho
Aho
Bata
Bata
Mahat Papam
Mahat Papa
Kartum
Kartum
Vyavasida
Vyavasita
Vayam
Vayam
Yat
Yat
Rajya Sukhalobhena
Rajya Sukhalobhena
Handum
Hantum
Swajanam
Swajanam
Udyadaha
Udyata
Ahobada Mahat Papam
Ahobata
Kartum Vyavasida Vayam
Kartum
Vyavasita Vayam
Yat Rajya Sukhalobhena
Yatha
Handum Swajanamudyadaha
Hantum Swajanam Udyata
Padanodyala
Ahobada Mahat Papam
Ahobata Mahatpapam
Kartum Vyavasida Vayam
Kartum Vyavasita
Vayam
Yat Rajasukha Lobhena
Yatra Sukhalopena
Handum Swajanamudyadaha
Andum Swatam
Ahobada Mahat Papam
Aho Pada Mahat Papam
Kartum Vyavasida Vayam
Kartum Vyavasita Vayam
Yat Rajasukha Lobhena
Yatra Sukhalopena
Handum Swajanamudyadaha.
Andum
Udyata
Yada
Right. Om Hari.
Aho bhata maham papam kartun vyasidavayam yadrajya sugalobhena hantum swajanam udyada.
Right. Vaishnavi.
Aho bhata mahat papam kartun vyavastida vayam yad rajya sukha lobena hatum savajanam udyata.
Andum. Right. Yes, Nived.
Vata
Nived.
Yes.
Yes.
Ahobata Mahatpapam Kartum Vyavastita Vayam Yad Rajya Sukhalobhena Antum Swajanam Udyata.
Right. Nirav.
Aho Pata Mahat Papam Kartum Vyavasita Sorry sir Vayam Yatra Raji Sukhalopena Andum Swajanam
Janam.
Yada
Ahave. Swajanamudyada. Right. Yes, Vasudev.
Aho Bada Mahat Papam Kartum Vyavasita Vayam Yadravya Sukhalobena Handum Swajanam Udyada.
Right. You can read the word by word and translation.
Aho, alas, Bata, how strange it is. Mahat, great. Papam, sins. Kartum, to perform. Vyavasita, have decided. Vayam, we. Yad, because. Raja, Sukha, Lobena. Driven by greed for royal happiness. Handum, to kill. Swajanam, kinsman. Udyada, trying. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts, driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness. We are intent on killing our own kinsmen.
Right. Next verse 45. Yadi
Yadi
mam
Mam
apratigaram
Apradikaram
Garam
shastram
Ashastram
shastrapanaya
Shastrapanaya
Naya
dhartarashtra
Dhartarashtra
gane
Rane
hanyus
Hanyu
tan
Tan
me
Me
kshemataram
Kshemataram
bhavet
Bhavet
yadi mam apratigaram
Yadimam Apratikaram
ashastram shastrapanaya
Ashastram Shastrapanaya
dhartarashtrarane hanyus
Dhartarashtra
Rane Hanyu
tanme kshemataram bhavet
Tanme Kshemataram Bhave
yadi mam apratigaram
Yadi Mam Apratikaram
shastram shastrapanaya
Shastrapanaya
dhartarashtrarane hanyus
Dhartarashtra Rane Hanyu
tanme kshemataram bhavet
Tanme Kshemataram
Kshemataram
yadi mam apratigaram
Yadi Mam
Yadimam Apratikaram
ashastram shastrapanaya
Shastrapanaya
dhartarashtrarane hanyus
Dhartarashtra Rane Hanyu
Dhartarashtra
tanme kshemataram bhavet.
Tanme Kshemataram
Kshemataram Bhavet
Bhave
Okay, right. Vasudev.
Yadi mam apratikaram ashastram shastrapanaya dhartarashtra rane hanyus tanme kshemataram bhavet.
Right. Nived.
Yes, sir. Yadimam Apratikaram Ashastram Shastrapanaya Dhartarashtra Rane Hanyus Tan Me Kshemataram Bhavet.
Right. And yes. Imsen.
Sorry, sir.
What is so funny? Can share. So we can also be happy.
I feel laughing sometimes.
You cannot stop walking, laughing.
Yeah.
You cannot stop laughing.
Yathimam apratikaram ashastram shastrapanaya
Yes.
dhartarashtra rani hanyastan me
Kshemataram. Kshemataram.
shemataram bhavat.
Bhavet.
Wait.
Bhavet. Very good. Right. Yes. Om. Hari.
यदि माम् अप्रतिकारम् शस्त्रां शस्त्रपाणया धर्तराष्ट्र रणे हन्यूस् तन्मे क्षेमतरं भवेत्.
Okay. Nobody else is having as it is, no?
I have the online version.
You are online.
Yeah.
You can read that word by word.
Okay. Yadi, even if me apratikaram without being resistant, ashastram without being fully equipped, shastra panaya those with weapons in hand, Dhartarashtra the sons of Dhritarashtra, Rani on the battlefield, Hanyu may kill that me for me,
May.
Shema may for me, Kshemataram better, Bhavet would be. Translation better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield.
Right. Vasudev, your mother is with you?
No.
No. Right. 46. Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha.
Evam
Evam
Tva
Uktva
Arjuna
Arjuna
Sankhye
Sankhye
Ratha
Ratha
Vasta
Hasta
Upavishat
Upavishat
Visrijya
Visrajya
Sasharam
Dasharam
Chapam
Tapam
Choga
Shoga
Samigna
Samikna
Manasa.
Manasa.
Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha
Evamuktva Arjuna Sankhye
Evam Uktva Arjuna Sankhye
Yathobhasta Upavishat
Ratho Vasta Upavishat
Visrijya Sasharam Chapam
Visrijya Sasharam Chapam
Choga Samigna Manasa.
Choga Samvikna Manasa.
Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha
Evamuktva Arjuna Sankhye
Evam
Yathobhasta Upavishat
Ratho Vasta Upavishat
Visrijya Sasharam Chapam
Visrijya Sasharam Chapam
Choga Samigna Manasa.
Samvikna Manasa.
Evam Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha
Evamuktva Arjuna Sankhye
Evam Uktva Arjuna Sankhye
Yathobhasta Upavishat
Rathopasta Upanishat
Visrijya Sasharam Chapam
Visrijya
Visrijya
Sasharam
Chapam
Chapam
Choga Samigna Manasa.
Shoka Samvikna Manasa.
Right, Vasudev.
Sanjaya Uvaja Eva Mukto Varjuna Sankhye Rathopasta Upavishat Vishricha Sasharam Chapam Soga Samvigna Manasa.
Right. Niveda.
Yes, sir. Sanjaya Uvacha Evam Utvarjuna Sankhye Rathopasta Upavishat Visrijya Sasharam Chapam Shoka Samvikna Manasa.
Yes. Nirav.
Sanjaya Uvacha Evam Utvarjuna Sankhye Ratopasta Upavishat Visrujya Sharam Chapam
Chapam.
Chapam Shoka Samvigna Manasa
Manasa.
Manasa.
Right. Hari. Yes, Hari.
Sanjaya Uvacha Evam Uktavarjuna Sankhye Rathopasta Upavishat Visrijya Saram Ka Chapam Soka Samvigna Manasaha.
Manasa.
Manasa.
Vaishnavi.
Sanjaya Uvacha Evam Ukta Varajana Sankhye Ratopasta Upavisat Visriya Sasaram Kapam
Chapam. Chapam.
Soka Samvigna Mansa
Choga Samigna Manasa.
Soka Samvigna Manasa.
Did I miss out calling you in last verse? Did you read the 45?
No.
No, I thought so. I missed that. Maybe you can read now if you want. 45. Yadi
Yadi Mam Apratikaram Asastram Sastra Panaya Datarashtra Rane Hanyas Tane Kesma Taram Bhavat
Shemadaram. Shemadaram. Shemadaram.
Semataram bhavet.
Okay, good. Right. Okay, if you want, can you read that 46 word by word? Will you be able to do that?
Yes.
Please.
Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya said, Evam, thus, Uktava, saying, Arjuna, Sankhe, in the battlefield, Radha of the chariot, Upaste, Upakta on the seat, Upavisi sat down again, Visriya putting aside, Sasaram along with arrows, Kapam the bow, Soka by lamentation, Samvigna distressed, Manasa within the mind. Sanjaya said, Arjuna having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside this bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief.
Hare Krishna. Om, good. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmenidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stabidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadandhigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapatagamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamstam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadhodam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishadhanvidamscha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Dadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Aho Bada Mahatpavam Kartum Mevasida Vayam Yad Rajasugalo Vena Handum Sujanama Hare. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness. So Arjuna, the last one is, this one is that he is crying for that loss of Kula Dharma, destruction of the family traditions. And he says that one who knowingly does this, what will happen to him?
He'll go to
Yes, he will go to hell. He will go to hell and be there and suffer for so many years, having done this very atrocious act that what is that, destroying the family traditions. This he heard, this he said is not heard by himself, it's not his opinion as it is. He has heard from bona fide authorities, isn't it? So that is the way we should present our case. We should always quote the authority. We should not say, this is my opinion, according to me, or anybody can have his own opinion, isn't it? So if we want to convince others or make your point very clear, then you have to always quote from authorities. That's why in lawyers, in court, in courts, what happens, a lawyer, he always quotes. He'll say in the year 1955, 1965, in such and such a case, in the Baroda High Court, so like that, Allahabad High Court will say that this verdict has come. So based on that, I am proving my case. So he will always quote. That is a way to convince. That is not your opinion alone. It is based on Shastra. It is based on the opinion of authorities. So Arjuna says that according to these authorities, anyone who destroys the family traditions will dwell in hell only. So therefore, he says that it is better for me to leave the battlefield, and go to forest for begging. Because even if I think of doing this crime, even if I think of killing Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, my relatives, my uncles, my fathers, my grandfathers, if I think of doing itself, that itself is a great sin. So you can see how strict the Vedic rules are. It is not necessary that you should do this. Rather, if you think of doing it itself, will attract the sinful activities. So sinful reaction, sorry. But in Kali Yuga, especially in the Kali Yuga, which is the yuga we are going through now?
Satyuga.
No, it is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, for Satya Yuga is the first yuga of the 4 yugas. After that, Treta Yuga, when Sri Ramachandra came, and then Dwapara Yuga, where this battle, Kurukshetra battle is taking place, towards the end of Dwapara Yuga and the beginning of the Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga started 5,000 years ago after this Kurukshetra war, and it will now continue for another 4,27,000 years. 4,32,000 is the yugas, the period of Yuga, Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is so rotten, but there are some benefits pertaining to Kali Yuga. In other yugas, if you think of doing something, crime or bad, immediately you'll get sinful reactions. You'll be punished in your next succeeding lives. In your coming lives, you'll have to undergo the punishment. So Parikshit Maharaja, who is Parikshit Maharaja? Parikshit Maharaja is son of Abhimanyu. Son of Abhimanyu. Who is Abhimanyu?
Arjuna's son.
Arjuna's son.
Yes, Arjuna's son. Arjuna's son through who is the mother of
Draupadi.
yeah, no, Krishna's sister, Subhadra.
Oh, okay.
Subhadra and Arjuna, son of Arjuna and Subhadra is Abhimanyu. So Abhimanyu's son is Parikshit Maharaj. Abhimanyu actually dies in the battlefield, and Parikshit Maharaj is born after his father is dead. And there is also a story behind his birth. When the war is over, Ashwatthama is son of Dronacharya. Yes, Dronacharya. Every one of Kauravas were killed in the battle, in the war, including Duryodhana was the last person in the fight against Bhima. Bhima kills Duryodhana, so nobody is left. So before Duryodhana was dying, Ashwatthama came to him and said that, my friend, I'm very, very sad that you are killed by Bhima, and now we have lost everything. But I promise you that I will kill every Pandavas this night. So what happens? The Pandavas at that time, on that night, they had left to see Bhishmacharya. Ashwatthama entered the tent in the midnight, and all were sleeping. All the warriors of Pandava side, whoever were left, was sleeping. Ashwatthama killed everyone while they were sleeping. This is very atrocious act, unbefitting a Kshatriya. And this is against the rules of war. But he was so low as a Naradhama, he did this most atrocious activity of killing people while they were asleep. And this included the sons of Draupadi also. So Draupadi was very, very sad. And then Arjuna said that, don't worry, I'll go and call behind this rascal and I'll kill him. I'll bring him to you. So saying that, Krishna and Arjuna left and they captured Ashwatthama. And Ashwatthama, when he was sure that he's being caught, what he did was he shot an arrow, Brahmastra, directed at Uttara's womb. Uttara is a wife of Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu, yes. She was carrying, at the time, she was pregnant. Parishit Maharaja was inside her abdomen. And Ashwatthama shot a Brahmastra. And nobody could do anything. But Krishna entered the womb of Uttara and protected the child. So Parishit Maharaja's his birth is very glorious because in the time before, while lying in his mother's abdomen itself, he could see Krishna. So this is very, very rare. And nobody else had this good fortune of seeing the Lord while they were in the womb of their mother. So after Parishit Maharaja was born, he was a very great ruler. And while he was hunting the forest, he came across a Kalipurusha. Kalipurusha was trying to kill a cow. And Parishit Maharaja was very ferocious. He was very angry. He caught out of the person. You rascal, how you can kill a cow? Saying that he was about to kill this Kali person. And Kali person said that, please forgive me. Please let me go. Parishit Maharaj, okay. Parishit Maharaj was about to let, then Kali Purusha said, please give me some place to say, because wherever I go, I'll be seeing you only because you are the emperor. So give me some place where I can reside securely and safely without fear from you. So Parishit Maharaj allowed him 4 places. It's very important. 4 places he allows. Which are the 4 places? Drinking place, where people come and drink. Bar, bars, where liquors, they drink liquor and all that. This is one place. Second is slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse is, which is slaughterhouse? Where animals are killed. Animals are killed. This is the slaughterhouse. You have the slaughterhouse. The cows are being slaughtered in that house only. This is called slaughterhouse. Third one is gambling house. Which is gambling house? Where people play cards.
Casino.
What is that?
Casino.
Yeah, casino, exactly. Casinos. You play cards and play with money. And then you got some horse race also. That is also gambling. So many places are like that. So another is gambling. And last one is brothel. Brothel means where ladies are being used for bad purpose. So that is brothel. So these 4 places Parishit Maharaj allows him. And he's so wise that he said that, okay, you reside in these 4 places. But that means that Kalipurusha is residing in these 4 places. When we enter these 4 places or do activities which will be conforming to these 4 places, then we will attract sins. So that's why ISKCON, we have these 4 regulatory principles. No meat eating, that is slaughterhouse. No intoxicants. Intoxicants, drinking, cigarettes, drugs, etc. And then third, no gambling and no illicit sex. So we are free of this. Now, Parishit Maharaj, he was very wise. He said that sometimes people may think of doing this, but in Kali Yuga, the advantage is that if you think of doing a bad thing, only when you do that thing only, you will have a sin. But if you think of doing a good thing, that itself will give you benefits. Suppose I want to, I want to help Hari. Even if I don't help Hari also, if I think of helping Hari itself, will have some good reactions for me. So that is the advantage of Kali Yuga. And other yugas, even if you think of doing a bad thing, that itself will give you sinful reactions. So Arjuna says that if I think of killing these warriors assembled in the Kurukshetra, that itself will give me a attraction, these sinful reactions. So I don't want to do that. But here the problem is, in Kali Yuga, it is true that if you think of doing, there is no harm. But if you continue to do think that, if I want to go, I said I want to drink, I want to think of smoking a cigarette. If I continue to think about smoking cigarette, then ultimately I end up by smoking a cigarette. Correct. You're thinking of something, then desire will come up, and then desire will strengthen. Again, you're thinking of doing this, and ultimately you will end up by smoking, really smoking. So that will attract sinful reactions. So that's why we should not think of, in the mind, you should not keep the desires. The mind will always generate ideas and desires. And if you think of doing this, keeping this mind repeatedly, you will ultimately do it. So that's why we always keep the mind pure by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When you start in your mind itself, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, no bad thoughts will enter your mind. I mean, if you are chanting it very earnestly with concentration, then nothing will happen. No bad thoughts will come to mind. Then you are very safe. Arjuna here says that if I think, I'll attract. So he said, okay, it's better for me to leave this Ashastra. Even if they kill me also, I don't mind. I'll go to forest, beg for my livelihood, rather than fight this war. And this is also against Kshatriya principles. Kshatriya will never beg for anything from others. He'll never beg for anything, even small thing he will not beg. He'll always get it by himself. For Kshatriya, it is, it's like losing your life, worse than losing your life, than begging something from others. There's a very nice incident in Mahabharata when Bhimasena was going after this flower, Saugandhika flower. This is a Saugandhika. When Draupadi one day, while they were in forest, residing forest, she got a very, very fragrant flower, so fragrant that she, after smelling it, she wanted to get more of these flowers. And then she told Bhimasena, please get me some flowers, this kind of flowers. So Bhimasena, when he saw this Saugandhika, then he started tracing this fragrance and he started moving for going in the forest. And Bhimasena is very strong, very big, very strong. In Mahabharata says that when he goes straight, suppose there is a tree there, he will just uproot this tree and then walk. He will not deviate. He will not go to side and then walk. No. If the tree is there in his front as an obstacle, he will uproot the tree and throw it off and then again start walking. That strong was Bhimasena. Okay, Nirav, you like this, no? This is the way you should walk. Sometimes there is an obstacle like a car when you're walking. What we'll do is move from the side of car, isn't it? If you want to walk, you'll go to move. Suppose you lift this car and throw to one side, then start walking. How is it? Do you like that?
Yes.
That's good, no? Why we should go to that side and then start keep walking? The car is there, just throw the car to one side and then start walking. That's what Bhimasena does. If there's a tree is there, just uproot the tree and then walk. And then finally he goes and comes to the forest again. Then he saw an old monkey again lying on the ground. He said, "Absent obstacle. He cannot go. There's a monkey is there, a very old monkey." So he asked the monkey, "Please move aside. I am going there. I'm going straight. You're on the way. Please move." The monkey said, "I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I cannot even move." The tail is there, monkey's tail is there, very long and very broad. That is actually blocking the road, the way. And Bhima says, "No, no, no, I'm very urgent. I have to go and fetch these flowers. My wife is waiting. I have to get the flowers for her. So please move aside." Then Hanuman said, "Oh, I cannot." So monkey said, "I cannot see you. You please and move this tail. If you're very strong, you just move this tail and keep me to one side, and then you can proceed." Bhima said, "Okay, I'll do that. I just grab this tail and just try to push this tail." But the tail was not moving. Arjuna, Bhima done it very casually. And then again, he used both the hands and then to move it to one side. Again, the tail was not moving. Bhima was very surprised. What is happening? Then he put all his strength and then tried to pull this tail up. The tail was not moving. Bhima started sweating, using all his strength. Nothing's happening. Then he looked at this monkey again. He asked, "Who are you? I am the strongest man on the earth, and I cannot even move your tail. Then who are you, my dear sir?" And then this old monkey revealed himself. He was Hanuman only. Hanuman is actually the elder brother of Bhima. They are all both sons of wind god, Vayu Bhagavan. So Hanuman said, "Okay, I just trying to test you. You're very strong. Fine. But now you can proceed and fetch that flowers for your wife." And then Bhima again proceeded. And then finally he located a lake where these flowers, abundant of flowers there in the lake. But this lake belonged to a yaksha. Yaksha means like Kuvera, yeah, they are yakshas. They are type of human beings. They are residing not on earth, some places. They are called yakshas. And Arjuna, also Bhima Sena, when he saw this pond, this lake full of flowers, he was about to enter this lake. Then suddenly so many yakshas came. Hundreds and thousands of yakshas immediately came. They said, don't enter this lake. This is our kings, Kuberas. Kubera is our king. This lake belongs to Kubera. So without his permission, you cannot take these flowers. You must say, "I don't need anyone's permission. I don't need anyone's permission. If I want to get it, I'll get it." Then the Yaksha said, "If you enter the lake without our permission, we'll kill you. We'll immediately kill you immediately. And please be warned that you're going to lose your life if you do this." Bhima said, "Okay, no problem at all." And he jumped into the lake. And immediately the Yakshas also jumped the lake. And there was a great fight. And that great fight, Bhimasena defeated all the Yakshas. And then he took bundles of a handful of flowers. Then Kuvera came. Kuvera was very happy with Bhima. "You are a true Kshatriya. You're very strong. Okay, you can take this." So that strong is a Kshatriya. Kshatriya will never beg for anything. The Yaksha said, "You can beg if you want to get it, you beg from our king. You request from a king, he will give you." Bhima said, "I'm a Kshatriya. I will not beg. If I want, I'll take it by force." He took it by force. That is Bhimasena. So that is Kshatriya. Kshatriya will now beg. So Arjuna here says, "I'll go and beg from others for my livelihood," which is against the principles of Kshatriyas. But Arjuna is now so grief-stricken that he was not thinking properly. And then finally, he sat down in the last verse, he sat down. Verse number 46 says that. He says what? "Evamukta Arjuna Sankhe Rado Vastavavshat Visajya Sasharam Shabam Shoga Samigna Manasa." Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down in the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. So Arjuna cast aside his bow, which is what is the name of Arjuna's bow? Why, Hari, you are blocking Vaishnavi?
Gandiva.
Gandiva, yes, Gandiva. Gandiva was so famous. And Gandivam and Arjuna are inseparable. Gandiva is very powerful, very powerful. The most powerful weapon in the whole earth was Gandivam. And it was gifted to Arjuna by Agni. So Arjuna will never get separated himself. And if I say, he said that if somebody asks me to give up my Gandivam, I'll kill that person. So he was so attached to that Gandivam. If somebody asks me to give up that Gandivam, then I will kill that person. So again, there is a past a story in Mahabharata. When the war was going on in the Kurukshetra, there was a fight between Karna and Yudhishthira. So in that fight, Karna seriously enjoyed Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira couldn't do anything. Karna was a great fight, much greater fighter. But Karna has given a word to Kundi that he will not kill any of his sons except Arjuna. So in that fight, although Yudhishthira was defeated, Karna did not kill him. So Yudhishthira was very insulted. Arjuna said, Karna said, go back, I will not kill you. There's no point in killing you, you can go back. I'll spare your life. So Yudhishthira was very insulted. He went back to his tent, and the word spread that Yudhishthira was injured, seriously injured. He injured his tent. When Arjuna was in different place, different part of the battlefield, when Arjuna heard this, he came running to Yudhishthira's tent. When Yudhishthira saw Arjuna, Yudhishthira asked Arjuna, did you kill Karna and come here? Have you come here after killing Karna? Because you as a Kshatriya, you have to take revenge on Karna on my behalf. You have to kill. Arjuna said, no, I heard the news and immediately came. I want to see how you are. And Yudhishthira called him like, are you a Kshatriya? If you heard this news, first you should have gone to Karna only and kill him, then only come back to me. You did not do that. You are a coward. You don't want to face Karna. You are afraid of Karna. What is the use of that Gandivam you said? You cast aside that Gandivam. Arjuna was very angry. He had made a promise that if somebody asked me to cast aside the Gandivam, I'll kill him immediately. So Arjuna, to fulfill his own words, he drew out his big sword and was about to kill Yudhishthira. And Krishna said, no, don't kill him. You do one thing. Okay, you have made this promise. Now, instead of killing Yudhishthira, you insult him with words. That is worse for Kshatriyas. Being killed is better rather than being insulted by words. So Arjuna heard this. Arjuna went to Yudhishthira and started scolding him, what kind of husband you are. You sold your wife in that gambling. You sold your wife, and I could have killed all those Kauravas on same day itself, but you stopped me from doing this. So are you a husband? Are you a king? And like that, he started insulting Yudhishthira. And finally, when he was cooled down, he touched his feet of Yudhishthira. I'm very sorry for saying these words. I'm sorry. I go immediately and fight with Krishna. Arjuna. He said, walked out of his tent. So this is the attitude of Arjuna. He is so attached to Gandivam that now the same Arjuna is now himself cast aside that Gandivam and said that Krishna, I will not fight. I will not fight. He became silent. And so Srila Prabhupada says that this is a quality of a devotee. Although it may apparently look that Arjuna is not fighting, he's against the Kshatriya principles. But since Arjuna was so soft-hearted, was so concerned of others, was so concerned of the distress that may follow in the war, that he didn't want to fight on that account. So he sat down in the chariot, became very silent. Sanjaya informs the Drashra that Arjuna is no longer going to fight. But this is the end of first chapter. Now in the second chapter, Krishna will start speaking. Krishna will give instruction. Dhritarashtra for the time being is very happy because now Krishna, oh yeah, Arjuna is not going to fight, so we will definitely win. That is the feeling that this Dhritarashtra is having. But ultimately, Krishna will give him very sound advice. And again, Arjuna, at the end of Gita, will start fighting. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So tomorrow we'll take the start the second chapter, right? How are you feeling? At the end of the first chapter, any information, any knowledge you're getting?
Yes, yes.
Are you happy with the class? I think today the absent is Meera and the Mega is not there. Then Dhruba is not coming. Dhruba and his sister.
Ishani and
Ishani is not coming. Dhruba and what's the name of sister?
Rudra.
Rudra. Dhruba, Rudra, Ishani. They are missing for last few weeks, last few classes. Meera and sister was it last week. I don't know. Only today only she didn't come. Maybe I'll post in the group what is happening. Okay, thank you very much. So Nived, you can render Sankirtan.
Yes, sir. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste. You can do some tune also. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahaladaladayi.
Praladaladaine.
Hiranyakashipurvaksha.
Very good. Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha.
Shilatanka nakhalaye.
Shilatangam Nakalaye.
Ito Narasimha. Parato Narasimha.
Ito Nasimha Parato Nasimha.
Yato yato yami tato Narasimha.
Yato yato yami tato Nasimha.
Bahir Narasimho. Hridaye Narasimho.
Bahe Nasimho Hridaye Nasimho.
Narasimham Nadim Sharanam Prabhati.
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prabhade.
Tavakara Kamalavare Makham Adbhuta Shringam. Tavakara Kamalavare Makham Adbhuta Shringam.
Yes. Dalita Hiranyakash.
Kasipu Tanu Vrindam. Dalida
Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam.
Keshavadrida Narahari Rupa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrida Narahari Rupa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Narasimha Hare. Jai Narasimha. Jai Narasimha Hare. Jai Narasimha Hare. Jai
Jayo
Narasimha
Nasimha De, Jayo
Jai
Narasimha De, Jayo
Narasimha
Nasimha De,
Jai
Jayo
Narasimha
Nasimha
De.
De.
Hare. Jaya Narahari Jaya
Jayo Nara Hari, Jayo Nara Hari, Jayo Nara Hari, Jayo Nara Hari.
Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha
Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya
Jayo
Prahlad
Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya
Jaya Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. The Bhakti Vignanashagari Narasimde Bhagwan ki,
Jai,
Vaishnava Bhakti Shreshtha Pada Maharaj ki,
Jai,
Go Premanande.
Jai.
Right, Vasudev, you have learned this song? Tomorrow you'll be able to sing?
Yeah.
You practiced today? Hari also, I think he had done once. Yeah, he's also on. Okay, tomorrow maybe Hari can do. Then next week, Vasudev. Okay, right. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpadrubhishta, kripa sindhu bevacha, patidanam pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Nanda